After years of dominating the NBA, the Golden State Warriors have faced their share of struggles. With injuries, roster changes, and an aging core, fans are left wondering, is the Warriors dynasty over? Or are they gearing up for one final glorious comeback? As the 2024-25 NBA season approaches, the question on every basketball fan's mind is whether the Golden State Warriors can reclaim their place at the top. Once an unstoppable force, the Warriors have seen their fortunes waver in recent seasons. Injuries to key players, an evolving roster, and fierce competition have tested their resilience. But with Stephen Curry still leading the charge, and a mix of seasoned veterans and emerging stars, could this be the year the Warriors rise again? Though their efforts fell short as they missed the NBA playoffs and were eliminated by the Sacramento Kings in the play-in tournament, the Golden State Warriors finished last season with 46 wins. Stephen Curry replied with an amazing performance for Team USA, which seemed to set a fire under him and lead Team USA to another gold medal in the Summer Olympics with a late-game three-pointer assault against Team France. As Warriors supporters, coaches, and players anticipate the 2024-25 season, Curry's Olympic heroics have instilled fresh hope among them. The excitement is evident, as the just-published season schedule starts with an away game against the Portland Trail Blazers under Chauncey Billups on October 23rd. A home game against the Los Angeles Clippers on April 13th will round off the regular season. Opening night just 2 months away calls for conjecture about the Warriors' performance in the 2024-25 regular season. Playing their first 4 road games against the Trailblazers, Jazz, Rockets, and Wizards, the squad has a difficult start. Next, much-awaited confrontation with the reigning champion Boston Celtics. Scheduled in Beantown, this game against the Celtics is most certainly highlighted on every Warrior coach's calendar. It's an opportunity to evaluate the Warriors' present lineup against the team they defeated for the NBA championship. Not just another game. Both teams keep many of those legendary players. Thus, this matchup is a great way to find whether Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and the rest of the Warriors still have the ability to compete with the current champions on all fronts: scoring, assists, and rebounds. After their game against the Celtics, the Warriors will join the NBA Cup, beginning with a match against the Dallas Mavericks on November 12th. By now, the Warriors should be hovering 3 to 5 games above the 500 level. Steve Kerr and the Warriors will have a demanding schedule as winter arrives, emphasized by 3 games against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves over a 15-game run in December. 2 of these games will convey a strong message to supporters and the league that the Warriors are legitimate candidates for another title, or, at the very least, a deep playoff run. The Warriors will have had enough time to get used to life without Klay Thompson by this point of the season. The success of the squad will mostly depend on how well newcomers like Brandon Podziemski and Buddy Hield cover for Thompson, who recently signed with the Dallas Mavericks. Their performances will be crucial in deciding whether the Warriors might keep their title contender reputation. The way Brandon Podziemski, Tracy Jackson-Davis, and Jonathan Kuminga grow this season will probably determine the Warriors' destiny. With Podziemski and Kuminga showing the most promise of soon reaching that level, every one of these players has the potential to become an all-star. Should these rising stars rise to meet their potential, they might revolutionize the Warriors. For Golden State, this is their ideal situation. Although the next season poses numerous difficulties, it also gives the club chances to prove that they are among the elite of the NBA. Though much will rely on how successfully the teams adjust to the changes and how the younger players rise to the challenge, the mix of seasoned veterans and emerging stars could be the secret to unlocking another championship run. The Golden State Warriors are probably going to have major difficulties in the 2024-25 NBA season, particularly as the season runs on and they come across younger, faster clubs. Navigating this phase will be anything but simple for Steve Kerr and his team. They are in a tough situation. They have to carefully control his minutes following his demanding Olympic performance while still needing Stephen Curry at his best to surpass some younger opponents. Though they may try, the Warriors are anticipated to end the season with 45 wins, just one short of the number from last season. This result captures their present lineup as it is, as well as their difficulties. Buddy Hield will be crucial as a consistent shooter off the bench. The squad will mostly rely on Brandon Podziemski to channel his inner Klay Thompson. To surpass this win total, though, multiple elements will have to line up precisely. Given his performance in previous seasons, Draymond Green will have to revert to his best form, which seems ever more improbable. The Warriors' success has always depended critically on Green's ability to anchor the defense and provide all-around contribution. Yet, aging and wear and tear have started to have their effects. The Warriors will struggle to keep their defensive identity without Green performing at a top level, which will make competition with the NBA's best clubs very challenging. Furthermore vital will be Jonathan Kuminga's progress. The Warriors need Kuminga to make a big improvement in his game and maybe qualify as a borderline all-star. Kuminga exhibits flashes of genius, yet consistency eludes him, particularly in the absence of Klay Thompson and with a less dominant Draymond Green. If he can maximize his agility and talent, he'll bring the Warriors squad much-needed lift. The Warriors' front court stays a clear visible flaw, even with these possible enhancements. The team is undersized, hence this will be a disadvantage against other teams having more dominant big men. Moreover, deficient in attacking firepower are the Warriors. Curry still poses a strong offensive threat, but the supporting group has to improve. This includes Brandon Podziemski, who would have to surprise everyone by performing at an all-star level, so the Warriors might have an opportunity to exceed their expected victory number. Leading the Warriors through their most successful years, Coach Steve Kerr seems to be adjusting to the end of the team's dynasty. Though he is hesitant to say so, Kerr made remarks throughout the offseason implying that he sees the Warriors' golden era as almost finished. For Warriors supporters who have become used to the team's supremacy over the previous 10 years, this may be a reasonable judgment, but nonetheless a tough pill to swallow. The Warriors find themselves essentially at a crossroads. Their dynasty's glory days, marked by several championships and legendary seasons, appear to be vanishing. The squad will rely on their younger players to carry the torch as they go into a different phase. Whether or not they can meet the occasion is still to be seen, but the path ahead is surely difficult. For the Warriors, the 2024-25 season might very well be definitive. The squad might still have one more strong postseason run if its younger stars, Podziemski and Kuminga, step up, and if Green can recover some of his prior genius. Still, the likelihood is stacked against them. Two major challenges that the Warriors will have to face are their front court shortcomings and general lack of depth and firepower. Kerr's handling of Curry's minutes will be absolutely vital as the season advances. It's difficult to juggle the need to relax his top player with the requirement of winning games. While too little might see the Warriors sliding down the standings, too much dependence on Curry could cause fatigue or injury. So, what's the outcome? Will the Golden State Warriors endure the same issues they have thus far, or can they really bring something? Entering the NBA in 2024-25, the Golden State Warriors combine hope with doubt. Although they are still among the most legendary teams of the past 10 years, their chances of winning another championship are uncertain and depend on numerous important elements that may either bring them glory or indicate the end of their dynasty. First of all, Stephen Curry is still the team's heart and soul. Curry is healthy and performing at his best. Hence, the Warriors have a chance to win any game. One of the most dangerous players in the league, he can dominate aggressively, especially from beyond the arc. Curry's health and endurance, particularly considering a demanding Olympic marathon, raises questions though. The Warriors will have to closely control his minutes to guarantee he stays efficient all season long and into the playoffs. But Curry has a great supporting cast. Though his performance has suffered in recent seasons, Draymond Green's leadership and defensive ability are absolutely vital. Should Green find his form, especially in defense, the Warriors' prospects will be much enhanced. Furthermore, very important will be the growth of younger players such as Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski. Kuminga especially has the potential to be a star, but he must constantly give excellent performances. Another important consideration is the depth of the Warriors. The team's overall depth and size, particularly on the front court, remain issues even if they have strong players like Buddy Hield, who can score off the bench. A long playoff series, competing against larger, more athletic opponents, may reveal these shortcomings. Unquestionably, Coach Steve Kerr has strategic knowledge and expertise. He has led the Warriors through several championships and knows how to run a veteran club. And still, he has hinted that the Warriors' golden age might be almost over, implying that even inside the team, there is recognition of the difficulties ahead. And that's all the time we've got for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, and do hit that bell icon on your way out. We'll see you all next time.